um, I'm going to be discussing a matter that I've been considering of great importance now that it's 2009 and Barack Obama is in office. Um, this might be done in 2 or 3 stages because I don't know how long the time limit I have to record this because it's a lot of information. It deals with 2012, President Obama, and a number of other subjects to correlate with 2012. Okay, um, I saw the video called Decoding the Past. It actually played in 2005. It was presented on the History Channel. I just recently saw a rebroadcast of it not too long ago, and it got me thinking. Number of things that I will go into more detail with is the Mayan calendar, the I Ching, the Webbot, the ancient oracles, the last book of the Bible, Revelations, some information about Rome, the Sibyl, which was in ancient Kumi, which is now modern day Naples. Um, let's see, earthquakes, tsunamis, um, Mother Shipton. Now, we don't know if she was a factual person or a fictional character. Um, I'll go into more detail about her. Um, Also about the planets aligning in 2012, uh, pole shifts. I'll go into more detail about the I Ching. Um, Also about how Terence McKenna, an author, um, was his one of his writings was related to the I Ching. Um, Also about Merlin, the real Merlin, not Merlin as in Knights of the Round Table and stuff like that. That's all fictional work. There was a real Merlin, and he was nothing like what the books portray him as, um, the Knights in the Round Table. Um, Also, the 2 Native American groups, the Black Elk and the Hopi, um, and also Planet X, or as it's commonly called now, Nibiru. It is actually supposed to be making a pass near Earth 2012. Okay, that is basically the rundown of what I'm going to be discussing. Like I said, I don't know how many parts this is going to be because I don't know of the the length I'm allowed to record at one time. So I'll get to as much as I can, and if it stops, I'll stop and continue it with another part 2 and part 3, however many uh, parts I need to get to this. Okay. Um, we will start with the Mayan calendar. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail of the Mayan calendar. I'm basically going to give you a rundown, a basic rundown, um, of how it works. There are different tables, circles in the or called calendar rounds, and each one is has a difference. It's not there's a small one and a medium-sized one and a very big one, and as they turn, that goes by the dates. Um, but basically, it did make predictions about the future thousands of years before they even happen. I'm sure a lot of people know about how it predicted lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, phases of the moons and planets and whatnot. But the main thing I wanted to touch base with on the Mayan calendar is how it stops December 12th, 2012. Um, it is, I'm sure every calendar ends at some point in time, but it's not like a modern day calendar when one year ends and the next year begins and we just keep going with the next year and the next year and next year. No, the Mayan calendar just ends on that one date and that's it. There's nothing after that. It ends on the winter solstice, and according to them, that's the end. But is it the end of what we know now and the beginning of something new? And if so, what is that new that's going to happen? Now, I want to compare the information that deals with Terence McKenna, because I'm going to move on to the I Ching. Alright, I'm going to read a little bit of information that I wrote down on the I Ching. The I Ching is also called Book of Changes. The questioner, the person asks a question of the text. Then 3 coins are tossed. If mostly tails come up, you draw a straight line. If mostly heads come up, you draw a broken line, which is like 2 short lines. Like duh, duh, almost like Morse code. And it's repeated 6 times till the questioner has a series of 6 straight and broken lines called a hexagram with 64 possible combinations. If you like check out the I Ching or like go online or go to the library or something, you'll see the hexagrams with small text near it or under it. It's appended to each of that, and it gives you a reading of future questions. The questioner then looks up in the hexagram in an appendix, then finds the prophecy. Okay, where Terence McKenna comes in at, excuse me, where Terence McKenna comes in at, let me pull that up real fast. Oh, come on, I got too many windows open, I'm trying to do everything at once. Come on. He did a mathematical graphic of the I Ching with all of the hexagrams correlating, and I'm gonna try to find a good site on here, because as I'm going along, when this is done, I'm gonna go back and edit it, and I'm gonna put in the websites of where I get all this information from, and you can go in and read it for yourself. He did a time scale from with the 64 hexagram repeating 64 times over history from the year 4000 until coming up here on 2012. And the funny thing about it is the I Ching ends December 21st, 2012 also. Let's see. Like I said, I'm gonna put that information when I edit it, so you could go straight to the site and see it for yourself. That way, you could also see